I was 4 years old when we were shipped off to Auschwitz. We were basically shoved into cattle cars with hardly any room to breathe. My grandfather, he suffocated in that ride to a concentration camp.
We arrived to Auschwitz, and that's where at the trains when we get off, they immediately undressed us, and they were checking to see who was healthy and who wasn't, and the people who weren't healthy were taken to the gas chambers.
He motioned to somebody to take me away. At that point, I knew that I was selected to go to the gas chamber. They locked me up, my sisters left, and I was hysterical.
My first memory was to be in a prison inside a camp. And then when they let me out, seeing the thousands of people, the gallows, the screaming, the barking dogs, it was terrifying.
My most traumatic memory was when we were taken to the gas chamber and undressed, and we waited and waited for hours. We were freezing our whole children's barrack.
My mother was working, and she went to the electrified fence to try to find out where her husband and her son were. So she asked some of the men, and at the end of the day, she found out that they were killed in the gas chamber.
My mother was the youngest of 9 children. She had nieces and nephews her own age, and nobody survived on her side. And my father was one of 7, and only 2 of his siblings survived.
I lost my entire mother's side. 150 people were murdered, aunts, uncle, cousin, grandparents, and my father's side also. We were very few left after the war from a very big family.
I still dream about my innocent little brother and my mother, and I still cry for them. It's 77 years later, but I will never forget them.
I didn't wake up one day and I was at Auschwitz. No, it was very slow, and there are always signs, and we have to recognize the signs and do something about it before it's too late.
People didn't speak up.
Take part in the We Remember campaign.
For International Holocaust Remembrance Day.
Write the words "We Remember" on a sheet of paper.
Take a picture holding the sign.
Post it to social media with the hashtag We Remember.
Make sure that the Holocaust will never be forgotten.